What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Mattizona. Today we are at the Douglas Springs trailhead. We're just going to be taking a walk through the trails here. No real goal for us to do today. Walk around the new trail I haven't been on yet. This is actually going to be, I believe, on the north end of the Saguaro National Park east here. See, maybe look for some cool rocks. There is a waterfall at the end of this trail, but did see this morning there isn't any water there. So I'm not too sure yet if we're gonna walk all the way out there. No water, so we'll see. But thank you guys for coming along with me, and let's see where the day takes us. This is something I wanted to show you in my last video, but it was a bit off the trail, so I don't know how good it came through. But this here is a dead saguaro cactus. So you can see right here on the ground and on the sides, this would be your skin, right? So it would normally look like that, or one of those. But here, this one died. And you can see inside, it's got this neat wood here. It's a really cool thing to see. You don't see them, well, most people, unless you live here, don't see this. I've never seen this before, so it's kind of cool to see that you've got some actual wood in there. Pretty neat. So we've come up about a half a mile from the trailhead here. This is what we're doing here. Douglas Spring Trail. Got the Converse Trail up there. Have not done that one. I don't know much about that. Really, I don't know much about this one either. But I know there is some water at the end. Well, would be some water if you were here in the right time, which we're not. But that is okay. You know, that is not the only reason to go hiking. So we'll keep going down here and looking. And we're making horrible time. I've been at this trail for 45 minutes. I've only made it half an hour. It's because I'm stopping and I'm looking at rocks to see if we can find anything worthwhile. Haven't found anything yet, but I will keep you updated. This mountain range down that way, that's the Catalinas. That's where Mount Lemon is. And if you can see, right about here, I can zoom this in, where all these pink buildings are, that is called the Tanque Verde Ranch. It's actually where Nickelodeon filmed the Hey Dude show back in the day. So it's a bit of, you know, something cool if you're into finding film locations. It's a fun one. Now we're gonna continue up, making our way up and over this saddle, and then hopefully some more downhill segments. More downhill segments to come. up at the top of this ridge, going up and around. About a mile in now. So still not making great progress, but moving a little faster. But still not finding any good rocks. I got this app my coworker showed me where you can snap a picture and it will tell you what kind of rock you're looking at, what it's made of, what it's called, all that kind of fun stuff. And I'm really looking for something cool. She gave me a bunch of Cola, which to me just looked like a rock with, you know, teal stripes running through it. Thought it might have been turquoise, but apparently that is actually, you know, I don't know if I'm speaking out of school here. From how I understand it, copper in its pure form. So what the copper mines will do is look for veins of these things, and they'll take them and they'll smash it up, grind it up to kind of separate that Cola from the actual rock. And then they go through a process and refine that, and eventually that will turn into the copper. Sure, I won't find any of that up here. So we haven't actually found any rocks yet, but I'm just gonna stop here and we'll try something just to see what happens. There's a bunch of granite around here, so I'm gonna scan a piece of granite and see if it pops up as granite, just to kind of get a baseline here of you know, how good this app really works. So let's give it a shot. So got a granite here. Opened up our app. I'm gonna hit identify. I'm gonna have to watch a short ad, so camera. It's a nice thing about no service, can't watch ads. We're gonna hit that, use photo. And you know, I guess that's a double-edged sword. If I don't have service to watch a video, I certainly don't have service to find this rock ID. So we'll just go ahead and save that picture. So we'll take another one here. And I'll do it when I get home. And I'll show you guys what it says. So I think I found a perfect little stopping point. Got a nice little seat here on this nice slab of rock. Ocotillo lit up beautifully behind me. And look at these sweeping views I've got in front of me. In fact, we still even got that super moon out, if you can see that. But I think I'm gonna sit here for a second, grab some snacks, and just relax. Not a bad spot for that. Ooh, that was enough sitting for me. Had my snack, some Jack Link's beef jerky, and I think it's time to head back. Sun is coming up, which is nice, but we are just getting absolutely hammered by these little gnats. They don't bite, they don't do anything. They're just annoying. You feel them crawling all over, and They've got that little annoying buzzing noise. Look at these little red ants. Huh. But anyway, we went off trail just a tiny bit on these rocks. It's a bit of a game trail here, but we're just gonna come back there and head back down. So this might be the best part of this trail, because this is gonna be all downhill. And even better, we did not go super long today. We went about a couple miles up. So, you know, my legs aren't totally shot. If you've ever done a lot of uphill hiking, you know, you think that downhill is nice till you realize your legs are completely worn out. And then you're stepping down and you're shaking like that, and it's just no fun. But we're not quite there yet. Far from it, actually. So this is going to be a nice stroll back down. So we need to go this way. We just came from up here and we're gonna swing that way. But I just saw this trail that goes this way. And I'm wondering if this is gonna switch back to take you down there. I don't know that I will do it, but I wanna see if it does. Let's look. Yeah, so certainly not a trail that takes you down. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could climb. You got to be pretty technical. It's certainly not anything I'm taking on today, right now, maybe ever. But if you can get down here, you can get into some of those pools. Maybe when there's some water flowing, that's actually pretty nice. This spot could be an actual nice spot when there is water flowing. Kind of hang out here, take a look, watch it go down. It'd be neat. But for right now, I'm going to choose to not scale down this, although I'm looking at it again. Not the worst thing I've ever saw. I think I'd probably walk down here, get on that little ledge, jump down there, and you can kind of walk all the way down that way. I think it looks steeper and crazier than it really is. You could get down there with not too much effort. I mean, certainly dangerous, right? You could easily flip and tumble. So I'll skip it for today, but maybe we'll come back later, try it again. So let's head back. These guys are not fun. They look nice, all lit up in the sun, but not one you really want to touch. In fact, I walked right past it. Is it on my bag? Maybe not. All right. Back on the main trail and back home. There was a bunch, maybe 5 or 6 people staggered throughout the trail behind us, all within earshot. So pulling over here, letting them all pass, hang out for a bit, look at this scenery. Here we are, getting close to the end. So we are looking for Douglas Spring Trailhead, about 0.2 miles back the way we're going. And I was looking at this Converse Trail east. I guess technically west too. So I believe it would come up all the way around there and loop back to the trail that we're on. I think that'd be a nice one. I might have to come back another day and try and hit that trail. Maybe even take that trail up into the Bridal Falls when there's some water. It'd be a nice, pretty hike. So we're back at the parking lot now. Parking lot's back there. You know, not a bad little hike. Not exactly what I had planned for the day. But, you know, you don't always get what you're planning for. And that's kind of what is going to happen here on this Mattizona YouTube channel. You know, sometimes we might get long, 14-hour hikes through awesome mountainside or low deserts. And sometimes it's just a quick, 2-hour, few mile hike. Nothing wrong with it. But we got some other things going on today. So I got to get home, get showered, and meet the wife so we can start running some errands, get ready for the weekend. Thank you guys for coming with me. Hope you enjoyed this trail, Douglas Springs Trail in Saguaro National Park East. If you liked it, please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.